I am Fariza Fayaz. My roll number is BP1650062. My group number is 47. My topic is use of corticosteroids and my subtopic is polymyalgia rheumatica and temporal arteritis, which is basically known as giant cell arteritis. Before going to the case study, I want to define my topic. Polymyalgia rheumatica is an inflammatory disorder that causes muscle pain with stiffness, especially in the region of shoulders and hips. Giant cell arteritis is the connective tissue disorder that involves the inflammation of medium and large arteries and can lead to the incidence of blindness. Polymyalgia rheumatica, which is abbreviated as PMR, and giant cell arteritis, which is abbreviated as GCA. They both are interrelated and affect many of the tissues and arteries throughout the body. If temporal artery distended or tendered, so the condition becomes temporal arteritis. Indications for the PMR and giant cell arteritis GCA are pain or stiffness, usually in the region of neck and shoulder, upper arm and hips, mainly all over the body. The pain can be very sudden and can gradually occur over a period of time. Mostly, patients with the PMR wake up in the morning with the pain in their muscles and they have pain during the evening times or all day long. The other indications are malaise, weight loss, night sweats, occasional fever with intense pain and stiffness in their muscles. For the treatment line, we will come towards the category of drug. Corticosteroids, they play a very essential role in the treatment of PMR and GCA and rapidly relieves the symptom. Now I will define corticosteroids because they are the drug which is used for the treatment. Corticosteroids are man-made drugs that closely resemble cortisol, a hormone of adrenal gland of human. They are typically used to treat rheumatologic diseases like rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, or vasculitis, which is the inflammation of blood vessels, polymyalgia rheumatica, and temporal arteritis, which is giant cell arteritis and inflammation of arteries and tissues. Specific corticosteroids, which we use for the purpose of giant cell arteritis and PMR, are cortisones, prednisones, or methylprednisolones. Corticosteroids are used to reduce inflammation and suppresses the human immune system. Now come towards case study. A 70 years old male previously in good health presented with a 2-month history of pain in the shoulder joints, upper back, and chest, which was aggravated by motion. He had early morning stiffness with constitutional symptoms. A possibility of polymyalgia rheumatica was considered, and response to low dose steroid was gratifying. He continued his medications for 1 month, and after 1 month, he discontinued his medicines and remained well for next 5 months. At that stage, he had recurrence with additional complaints of left-sided headache. The left superficial temporal artery was tendered and thickened. A possibility of PMR with GCA was considered. A left STA superficial temporal artery biopsy was performed, which confirmed the diagnosis. Corticosteroid prednisone was administered at an oral dose of 50 mg per day and tapered gradually with excellent clinical response over a follow-up period of 1 year. Now we will make soap notes for the patient in which subject is chief complaint, which is polymyalgia rheumatica and giant cell arteritis, which is confirmed by the testing. Now come towards the history of a patient. Age of the patient is 70 years. Onset of action is 2 months ago. Characterization or location of the pain is shoulder joints, upper back, and chest with the early morning stiffness. Objective is duration of symptom is 2 months. Erythrocyte sedimentation rate is 50 plus, which is normal. Hemoglobin 9.8. PMR, which is positive. Temporal artery tenderness which is also positive. Visual loss is not seen. Jaw claudication also not seen. Rheumatoid factor is negative. Supercritical temporal artery biopsy shows arteritis, which is basically the inflammation of artery. For the assessment, we perform some tests in which we perform kidney and liver function test, which is in the normal range. Antinuclear and antineutrophil cytoplasmic antibodies also negative. CT scan of the brain shows that it is normal. Examination of the cerebrospinal fluid revealed a protein level of 0.046 gram per deciliter with no cells. MRI, which is magnetic resonance imaging of the brain, was also normal. Computerized topography of the thorax and the abdomen with intravenous contrast agent were also performed without any abnormal findings. For further tests, we have biopsy of the left temporal artery, which is done because of the high suspicion of GCA, and it results positive. The testing shows that the patient has polymyalgia rheumatica with the giant cell arteritis, so the initial dosing with corticosteroid will be started to maintain the normal lifestyle of the patient, and we will give prednisone. For the plan, we have, as we know, that the 1 month later, patient start taking prednisone 50 mg, but after 1 month, he discontinued and it aggravate its symptoms. So we will taper the dose of prednisone. For that purpose, we will gradually increase the dose of prednisone up to 150 mg per oral daily so that we will find any progress in the recovery. If there is no change in the condition of a patient, so we will stop the use of prednisone. And we cannot increase the dose of prednisone because it will cause the severe effect. So that's why we will go towards the second line of action, which is NSAIDs. And among NSAID, we will use aspirin. And after 4 months, 4 to 6 months, we will again test for GCA. And if there is no improvement, then we have to start with aspirin. In the last, I want to talk about some important points of giant cell arteritis. Giant cell arteritis is a systemic illness with many manifestations, and myriad presentation means it has many different type of presentations which is associated with the coronary artery disease. It emerges commonly in the patient already having some problems in the body. Recurrence of GCA is very common. Even we have earlier an ideal treatment with corticosteroids or NSAIDs. We should start medication as early as possible, and complete therapy is required to overcome this problem. And after complete treatment, the testing is done after every 3 to 4 months to avoid the recurrence of the disease. Otherwise, second attack can be fatal and corticosteroid will be of no use. Then we have to switch the NSAIDs. So we have to take care, and regular testing of the patient with GCA is required to avoid any inconvenience. Thank you.